Greetings! Today we are taking a look at the publication of Bilbo's Last Song, a poem by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the first edition in book format from 1990, though the poem was originally published in 1974 as a poster, and in both cases it was illustrated by the one and only Pauline Baynes. But first, I'd like to mention the wholesome history of this poem. Nearing the end of his life, Tolkien had to move out of his home, and in the difficult ordeal, he was assisted by Margaret Joy Hill, a secretary whom his publisher Allen and Unwin had assigned to deal with his fan mail, and who became very friendly with Tolkien and his wife Edith. During the move, she found this poem between the sheets of a book, and a couple of years later, Tolkien decided to gift her the rights to it. The gift came from opening the various parcels he received in the fan mail, when he once said to her, "If I find this is a gold bracelet studded with diamonds, it is to be yours." And since naturally no such bracelet appeared in any of the packages, he decided Bilbo's Last Song will be her bracelet. He formalized the transfer of rights about a year later, and then after his death, Joy Hill published it as a poster illustrated by Pauline Baynes, who also illustrated this book in 1990. And only a year after that, Joy Hill passed away in 1991, leaving the copyright to the Order of the Holy Paraclete, an Anglican educational foundation. The book is generously illustrated, with every page following the same format. The large circular illustrations depicting Bilbo's journey from Rivendell to the Grey Havens, vignettes in the bottom depicting his adventures from The Hobbit, and there is a slow sequence of Bilbo just hanging out, relaxing as if he's reading or listening to the poem along with us. Also, helpful notes at the back of the book connect the paintings to the passages in The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, which they illustrate. As far as I've seen, this is the most complete edition of this poem when it comes to the illustrations. The subsequent editions are nice enough, but they rearrange some parts or simply omit certain illustrations. The most recent edition, I think, is done in a pocket format, which is not the best choice when dealing with such nice art that needs some breathing room. The poem itself is short, presented in 12 two-page spreads, each dedicated to a single couplet, each with a unique decorated first letter. It's a beautiful piece of Tolkien's poetry, which I really enjoy, and hopefully you'll see the box set of his complete poems that was just published, reviewed on this channel soon. As the title suggests, it is meant to be written or sung by Bilbo during his journey to the Grey Havens, contemplating his leaving Middle-earth. The tone, like the entire ending of The Lord of the Rings, is slightly melancholic, but also filled with hope, excitement about the future, and lovingly looking back at the past. And I feel the history of its publication and its proximity to Tolkien's death is especially touching and appropriate. Well, thank you for watching, and as Bilbo would say, farewell, friends.